On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Sapiens.
The species of modern humans, Homo sapiens.
Examples:
Fossil Homo sapiens. Sapiens evolution. Homo sapiens is the scientific name for modern humans.
Humanoid.
A machine or creature that has a body shape similar to that of a human.
Examples:
Humanoid hand. Humanoid design. The humanoid robot was able to mimic human movements and expressions.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
Famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Earthquake.
A sudden and violent shaking of the ground caused by the movement of rock beneath the Earth's surface.
Examples:
An earthquake zone. An earthquake proof. The violent earthquake caused widespread damage and injuries throughout the region.
Plague.
Any epidemic disease with a high death rate, also called pest, a serious, sometimes fatal, infection spread by rats that causes fever and swellings on the body.
Examples:
Catch the plague. Deadly plague. Our farm experienced a plague of locusts this year.
Woolly.
Covered with thick, soft, and often curly hair or fibers, lacking clarity or precision.
Examples:
Woolly lambs. Woolly hair. The sheep had a thick, woolly coat to keep it warm in the winter.
Mammoth.
Exceedingly large or extensive. Noun, any of numerous extinct elephants widely distributed in the Pleistocene.
Examples:
Woolly mammoth. A mammoth ship. The minister decided to review its mammoth public works projects.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Dictator.
A political leader who has complete power over a country, especially one who has obtained control by force.
Examples:
Military dictator. A dictator with enormous powers. A popular uprising led to the overthrow of the dictator.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Magical.
Produced by or containing supernatural powers.
Examples:
Magical place. Magical powers. When I was a child, my mother often cast magical spells to ease my pain whenever I was injured.
Insulate.
To protect something by interposing material that prevents heat, noise, electricity, etc.
Examples:
Insulate the room from sound. Insulate electricity. We had our bedroom insulated before winter came.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Breakdown.
A failure or collapse of a system or organization.
Examples:
A nervous breakdown. Breakdown maintenance. The breakdown of the machinery caused a delay in production.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Pollute.
To make an area or substance, such as land, air, water, etc., dirty or harmful to living things, by adding waste matter or harmful chemicals.
Examples:
Pollute the air. Pollute the thread. We should do our best not to pollute the environment.
Despoil.
To strip or plunder something of its possessions or resources, to deprive or rob something of its natural or valuable qualities, to ruin the appearance or integrity of something.
Examples:
Despoil the natural resources. Despoiled land. The company's practice of using cheap materials to cut costs will despoil the quality of the final product.
Precious.
Uncommon and extremely valuable.
Examples:
Price of precious metals. Precious information. We cannot afford to squander precious time.
Kickstart.
To start something by providing an initial burst of energy or enthusiasm.
Examples:
Kickstart the project. Kickstart the economy. She needed to kickstart her weight loss journey.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Buzzword.
A word or phrase that is fashionable or popular within a particular industry, field, or culture, often used to convey a sense of innovation or sophistication.
Examples:
Buzzword bingo. Business buzzwords. Synergy has become such a buzzword in the business world that it has lost its meaning.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Acceleration.
A rate of increase in velocity, the rate of change of velocity with respect to time.
Examples:
A unit of acceleration. Acceleration of an object. The car's acceleration was impressive, going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5 seconds.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Railway.
A transportation system consisting of tracks and trains, usually used for the transportation of goods or passengers over long distances.
Examples:
A private railway. Railway station. The railway system connects cities and countries, making travel more convenient.
Steam-powered.
Powered by steam, typically referring to machinery or systems that use steam as a source of energy or propulsion.
Examples:
Steam-powered factory. Steam-powered ship. The steam-powered train was a popular mode of transportation during the Industrial Revolution.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
Burning of fossil fuels. A fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Quantity.
The amount or number of something, magnitude.
Examples:
Half quantity. Residual quantity. In southward, the average annual water quantity increases.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Salami.
A type of cured meat, typically made from beef or pork and sliced thinly for use in sandwiches or as an appetizer.
Examples:
Sliced salami. Garlic salami. I always add salami to my pizza toppings for extra flavor.
Slice.
A flat, often thin, piece of bread, meat, cheese, etc., that has been cut from a larger piece, a wound made by cutting.
Examples:
A slice of the company's revenue. Slice a tomato thin. The children complained because one slice of cake was slightly larger than the other.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
Organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Inheritance.
The money, property, etc. that someone gives you when they die. Genetics, attributes acquired via biological heredity from ancestors.
Examples:
Paternal inheritance. Inheritance tax. His vast inheritance was equitably divided among the brothers.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Obituary.
A notice of someone's death, often appearing in a newspaper or online, a published account of someone's life and achievements after their death.
Examples:
Obituary notice. Obituary column. The man's obituary was published in the local newspaper.
Suicide.
The act of killing yourself intentionally.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Suicide attack. In an economically prosperous country, most male suicide is due to child support problems.
Evangelical.
Relating to or advocating a form of Protestant Christianity that emphasizes personal conversion and faith over religious rituals and central authority within the church.
Examples:
Evangelical mission. Evangelical Christian group. The evangelical pastor delivered a powerful sermon to his congregation.
Apocalyptic.
Describing severe damage and destruction in past or future events, or the end of the world.
Examples:
Apocalyptic event. Have apocalyptic overtones. The apocalyptic landscape of burnt-out villages and bombed-out ruins spread out before them.
Preparation.
The activity of getting ready for something or making something ready.
Examples:
A preparation program. The preparation of meals. He helped me with the preparation of this book.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Tract.
A region of land, often with a specific purpose or use, such as farming, forestry, or mining, a bundle of nerves or a system of organs in the body.
Examples:
A urinary tract infection. A tract of virgin forest. The farmer owns a large tract of land where he grows corn and soybeans.
Ark.
In the Bible, a boat built by Noah to save his family and animals from the flood, a large, flat-bottomed boat with a pointed bow and stern, used in ancient times to transport people and goods.
Examples:
Start building an ark. Ark of Salvation. According to the story, Noah and his family were the only flood survivors, as they were on the ark.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Sci-fi.
Informal for science fiction, a genre of speculative fiction, typically deals with space travel, life on other planets, time travel, etc.
Examples:
A sci-fi movie. Avid sci-fi fan. He is a gadget buff and sci-fi enthusiast.
Uniquely.
In a way that is different from all others, in a way that is not shared by others.
Examples:
Play a uniquely important role. Uniquely different. The painting is uniquely painted with a combination of watercolors and oils.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Geek.
A person who is highly interested and knowledgeable about a particular subject or field, often to the point of being obsessed.
Examples:
Airplane geek. Geek enthusiast. He was a computer geek and spent all his free time coding.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples.
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples.
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Jack.
A mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples.
A jack of all trades. A line and jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples.
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Superintelligence.
A hypothetical agent, for example, a computer or space alien, that possesses intelligence far surpassing that of humankind.
Examples.
Digital superintelligence. Artificial superintelligence. He is looking for evidence of the existence of superintelligence from cosmic signals.
Musky.
Having a strong, earthy smell that is often reminiscent of musk or moss.
Examples.
Musky aroma. Musky perfume. The musky scent of the old book filled the air of the dusty library.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples.
The worst case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Doomsayer.
A person who predicts or warns of disaster, calamity, or the end of the world, a pessimist or a prophet of doom.
Examples.
Political doomsayer. Doomsayer mentality. The doomsayer's predictions scared the townspeople into stockpiling supplies.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples.
Flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples.
Compute an average score. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment.
Machinery.
A group of large machines or the components of a machine that make it work, social institution functions or structure for doing something.
Examples:
Heavy machinery. Inactive machinery. The machinery of audit formally issued a business improvement order.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Enigma.
A puzzling or mysterious person, place, or thing, something that is difficult or impossible to understand or explain, a riddle or mysterious puzzle that requires a solution.
Examples:
Mysterious enigma. Artistic enigma. The ancient text remains an enigma, challenging scholars to unravel its meaning.
Wrestling.
A sport in which two contestants grapple and try to throw each other to the ground.
Examples:
Wrestling match. Arm wrestling. He had always been interested in sumo wrestling and decided to try it.
Chapter.
A separate section of a written work usually numbered and titled.
Examples:
An introductory chapter. Chapter of a political party. The final chapter provides a summary of the discussion.
Objection.
A reason or statement expressing disapproval or dissent.
Examples:
Take objection. Objection to a rule. There were several objections raised during the meeting.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Genius.
Someone who has exceptional intellectual ability and originality.
Examples:
A person of genius. A genius for music. Mozart was a musical genius.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Awesome.
Inspiring fear, admiration, or respect. Very good, nice, fun, etc.
Examples:
Awesome mental faculty. Have an awesome birthday. There is a lot of awesome nature and food in Hawaii.
Novel.
An extended fictional work in prose, usually in the form of a story. Adjective, original and of a kind not seen before.
Examples:
Historical novel. Novel effect. The novel has largely gotten positive feedback.
Compose.
To write music, poetry, or formal writing, to constitute or make up a whole, or a specified part of it.
Examples:
Compose an essay. Compose my thoughts. The structure is composed of 3 main components.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples:
A profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Pretension.
The act of claiming or asserting something, especially without good reason or without evidence, an unfounded or excessive claim or ambition.
Examples:
Pretension to authority. Baseless pretension. His pretensions of being a gourmet were quickly exposed when he could not identify basic herbs and spices.
Originate.
To come into existence in a particular place or situation, to start something in a specific place.
Examples:
Originate from the country. Originate a political movement. The flight originates in Vancouver.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Lord.
A person who has general authority, control, or power over others, a man of noble rank or high office.
Examples:
A young lord. Lord of castle. The feudal lord had ruled the land for many years.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Kit.
A set of tools, supplies, or equipment for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Survival kit. A first aid kit. I bought a new tool kit for my home repair projects.
Steampunk.
A subgenre of science fiction or fantasy that incorporates technology and aesthetic designs inspired by 19th century industrial steam-powered machinery and Victorian fashion.
Examples:
Steampunk fashion. Steampunk novel. The steampunk genre combines Victorian-era design with futuristic technology.
Coal.
A combustible black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that is found below the ground and burnt to produce heat.
Examples:
A coal-fired ship. Construction of new coal plants. We combust coal and other fossil fuels to generate electricity.
Bolt.
A metal bar that slides across to lock a door or window closed. A discharge of lightning accompanied by thunder. Verb, to move or jump suddenly.
Examples:
Bolt diameter. Bolt from my bed. The lightning bolt twigged in several directions.
Bezel.
The part of a piece of machinery or electronic device that surrounds and holds in place a display screen or other functional component, often containing controls or other features.
Examples:
Bezel display. Watch bezel. The new phone has a sleek bezel that makes the screen appear larger than it is.
Lever.
A handle used to operate a vehicle or a machine, a rigid bar resting on a pivot so that one end of it can be pushed or pulled easily.
Examples:
A gear change lever. Lever for reform. This initiative will be a lever for increasing company sales.
Gear.
A toothed wheel that engages another toothed mechanism to change the speed or direction of transmitted motion, a set of tools, equipment, or other items for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Sports gear. A gear change lever. She checked her gear before embarking on the hike.
Cog.
A tooth or projection on a gear wheel or sprocket, which transmits force and motion between moving parts. A person who plays a small or subordinate but essential role in an organization or system.
Examples:
Cog in the system. Missing cog. The cog in the machine broke down, causing a delay in production.
Crank.
A mechanical device that converts rotary motion into linear motion or vice versa, an eccentric or unpredictable person.
Examples:
Crank handle. Crank collar. The fishing reel had a crank that made it easy to reel in the catch.
Poetry.
Poems in general as a genre of literature.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Book of poetry. Different cultures have different comfortable word rhythms, so the composition of poetry varies greatly.
Optimistic.
Hoping or expecting that good thing will happen or something will be successful.
Examples:
He is optimistic. Optimistic outlook. Most executives were optimistic about future business conditions.
Binary.
A system of numbers that uses only two digits, 0 and 1.
Examples:
A binary number. Trading in binary options. A binary star is a system in which two stars revolve around each other.
Non-binary.
Someone who does not identify as a man or a woman, not relating to, composed of, or including only two things.
Examples:
Non-binary gender. Non-binary identities. More and more people in various countries believe that the policymakers should change the marriage rules for non-binary people.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Masculine.
Having characteristics or an appearance that are usually regarded as typical or appropriate for men.
Examples:
Wear masculine attire. Masculine beauty. Her allure lies in her masculine rather than feminine beauty.
Feminine.
Relating to women, having the features or appearance often associated with women.
Examples:
Add a feminine touch. The sacred feminine. For a classically feminine style, the dress mixes sophisticated lines with an appealing floral design.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Superior.
Better, higher in quality, or more advanced than others.
Examples:
Superior performance. Provide superior customer service. The new smartphone model is superior to the previous version in terms of speed and features.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Gay.
Homosexual, happy, carefree.
Examples:
Gay couple. Gay rights. The Gay Pride Parade was a celebration of diversity and acceptance.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples:
Distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Yacht.
A large, luxurious sailing vessel or motorboat that is often used for pleasure cruises, racing, or other leisure activities.
Examples:
Yacht owner. Luxury yacht. We spent the weekend sailing our yacht around the Mediterranean.
Motivate.
To make someone want to do something, especially something that requires tremendous work and effort.
Examples:
Motivate the students. All ability to motivate. The ability to motivate people is a priceless asset.
Fame.
The condition of being well known and discussed by a large number of people as a result of one's accomplishments, abilities, etc.
Examples:
Leap into fame. His undying fame. Good fame is better than a good face.
Fortune.
A large amount of money or property, chance or luck as an unknown and arbitrary force affecting human affairs.
Examples:
Ill fortune. Bit of good fortune. Capitalism guarantees the right of ownership of personal fortune.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Ubiquitous.
Being or existing everywhere at once.
Examples:
Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous across ecosystems. Sugar is ubiquitous in food.
Racist.
Characterized by or showing discrimination or prejudice against people of other races. Noun, a person with a prejudiced belief that one racial group is superior to others.
Examples:
Far-right racist. Racist attitudes. The racist comments made by the politician caused widespread condemnation.
Trivial.
Of little value or importance.
Examples:
A trivial man. For trivial reasons. The problem seemed trivial initially, but it became a significant issue.
Stoke.
To add fuel to the fire or furnace, to increase the intensity or strength of something, such as an emotion or conflict.
Examples:
Stoke a fire. Stoke passions. The artist used bright colors and bold brushstrokes to stoke a sense of vibrancy in their painting.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Amplify.
To enhance something, particularly sound or brightness.
Examples:
Amplify a signal. Amplify the effect. You might need to amplify this point.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Hatred.
Intense dislike or hatred towards someone or something, often based on differences in beliefs, values, or identity.
Examples:
Hatred towards immigrants. Deep-seated hatred. The politician's speech was full of hatred toward immigrants.
Contempt.
The feeling that a person or thing is beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving of scorn.
Examples:
Display contempt. Below contempt. The defendant's contempt for the court and its authority was evident in his behavior.
Agenda.
A list or outline of things to be done, discussed, or considered.
Examples:
Agenda setting. Ambitious agenda. The agenda for the meeting includes discussions on the budget and new project proposals.
Paucity.
A small or insufficient quantity.
Examples:
Paucity of clues. Paucity of information. The paucity of resources was a major challenge for the small village.
Inadequate.
Not sufficient or enough.
Examples:
An inadequate income. Inadequate funding. The small budget was inadequate to cover all the necessary expenses for the project.
Acknowledged.
Recognized or admitted as being true or valid.
Examples:
Acknowledged beauty. Publicly acknowledged truth. His acknowledged expertise in the field earned him the respect of his peers.
Ideology.
A set of beliefs or philosophies that an economic or political system is based on.
Examples:
The ideology of the left. Political ideology. Racial equality is an integral part of democratic ideology.
Rational.
Based on reason or logic, using good judgment and sound thinking.
Examples:
Rational decision. The rational faculty. The rational approach to problem solving involves weighing all options.
Neutral.
Not helping or assisting either side in a conflict, argument, etc.
Examples:
Permanently neutral country. Neutral colors. A legislative speaker should always be neutral.
Logic.
A way of thinking or reasoning conducted or evaluated by strict validity principles, the study of correct reasoning or good arguments.
Examples:
An indisputable logic. A demonstration in logic. There's no logic in his description.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
Policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sites are within walking distance.
Reboot.
To restart a computer or other device by loading and rerunning the operating system. To restart or resume an activity, process, or situation after a pause or interruption, often to improve it.
Examples:
Reboot your career. Reboot system. I had to reboot my computer after it crashed unexpectedly.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Merge.
To combine or integrate things, or to cause this to happen.
Examples:
Merge into a new party. Merge those systems into a new one. This consulting firm decided to merge the two companies into one.
Biotechnology.
The application of technological processes and methods to biological systems to develop new products or techniques, such as genetically modified organisms or biopharmaceuticals.
Examples:
Biotechnology research. Modern biotechnology. Advancements in biotechnology have revolutionized medicine and agriculture.
Bot.
A computer program or software application that is capable of performing automated tasks, often on the Internet, a type of electronic device that provides autonomous service or assistance to users.
Examples:
Spam bot, bot detection. The translation bot helped me translate a website from another country.
Bloodstream.
The blood flowing through the body.
Examples:
Bloodstream in an artery. Bloodstream to the brain. Cancer cells are often carried throughout the body by the bloodstream.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Vital.
Necessary for the success or continued existence of something.
Examples:
Play a vital role. Vital for a healthy society. Perseverance and optimism are vital to success.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Bespeak.
To suggest or indicate something. To request something in advance. To suggest or indicate a particular quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Bespeak elegance. Bespeak good manners. Your outfit bespeaks competence and professionalism.
Neural.
Of or relating to a nerve or the nervous system that includes the brain.
Examples:
Neural stem cells. Neural networks in AI. There was a disturbance of neural function.
Implant.
To insert or fix an artificial device in a person's body, to put an idea, attitude, etc., firmly in the mind.
Examples:
Implant genes in the animals. Implant into the uterus. The doctor will implant a pacemaker to regulate his heart rate.
Insourcing.
A business practice in which work that would otherwise have been contracted out to an external company is performed in-house by an organization's employees.
Examples:
Insourcing jobs. Insourcing advantages. Many companies are now considering insourcing as a viable option due to supply chain disruptions caused by the pandemic.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples.
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples.
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Upload.
To transfer digital data or files from a local computer or device to a remote server or network, the act of transferring such data or files.
Examples.
Upload files. Upload documents to the portal. I need to upload these pictures to my computer to edit them.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples.
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples.
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Transhuman.
Relating to or denoting a hypothetical evolutionary stage beyond our current human form, often involving advanced technology or genetic engineering.
Examples.
Transhuman philosophy. Transhuman evolution. Transhuman technology promises to enhance human abilities beyond what is currently possible.
Posthuman.
Relating to or denoting a speculative evolutionary stage beyond our current human form, often without reliance on traditional biological systems.
Examples.
Posthuman society. Posthuman transformation. In the posthuman era, humans merge with technology to create a new type of being.
Necessity.
The state or fact of being needed, anything indispensable.
Examples.
In great necessity. The necessity of the concrete measure. He emphasized the necessity of immediate action.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples.
Past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the third millennium.
Absurd.
Ridiculously silly, unreasonable, or illogical.
Examples.
Absurd storyline. An absurd amount of money. We immediately rejected his absurd suggestion.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Startup.
A newly established company or business.
Examples:
Startup business. Early stage startup. Our company's services are targeted at startup executives.
Afterlife.
Life after death, as believed in many cultures and religious traditions.
Examples:
Afterlife name. Corporate afterlife. The belief in an afterlife comforted those mourning the loss of their loved ones.
Multinational.
Relating to or involving multiple countries or nationalities, having operations or business interests in multiple countries.
Examples:
Multinational enterprise. Multinational team. The multinational corporation has offices in over 30 countries.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Portfolio.
A collection of work, documents, or other materials that demonstrate a person's skills, qualifications, or achievements. A collection of investments held by a person or organization.
Examples:
Investment portfolio. Portfolio manager. The artist's portfolio showcased various works, from paintings to sculptures.
Mansion.
A very large and imposing house.
Examples:
Reside in a mansion. Haunted mansion. They turned away the crowd at the gate of the governor's mansion.
Extant.
Still in existence, surviving or currently present.
Examples:
Extant documents. Extant species. Many ancient artifacts are still extant and can be viewed in museums worldwide.
Narrative.
A story or a description of a series of events or process of telling a story.
Examples:
Narrative poetry. Personal narrative. The narrative handles multiple plot lines and has unpredictable ends.
Epic.
A long, heroic poem or story. Adjective, very imposing or impressive.
Examples:
Historical epic. Epic journey. The movie is the heroic epic of a young man's journey to become a warrior and defend his kingdom.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Extension.
A thing that is added to something to make it longer, larger, or wider. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line.
Examples:
Time extension. Telephone extension. They are building an extension to the house to add more bedrooms.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Backward.
At, to, or toward the direction or place that is behind or rear.
Examples:
Walk backward. Backward angle. She falls over backward when she sees her mother-in-law.
Immortal.
Having eternal or never-ending life, living forever, incapable of dying, having enduring fame or lasting significance.
Examples:
Immortal soul. Immortal love. Legends often describe mythical creatures as immortal beings.
Entity.
Something that exists independently and has its own identity.
Examples:
Legal entity. Government entity. A company is a distinct legal entity.
Enlightenment.
Education that results in understanding and the spread of knowledge.
Examples:
Spiritual enlightenment. Enlightenment activity. He finally brought his enlightenment to perfection.
Folly.
A lack of good sense or judgment, foolishness or absurdity, specifically a costly, useless, or pointless building or project that has been created or undertaken for no practical purpose or benefit.
Examples:
Economic folly. Act of folly. It was folly for the hiker to climb the dangerous mountain alone.
Ignorance.
Lack of knowledge or information about a particular subject or fact.
Examples:
Ignorance of the law. Ignorance is bliss. His ignorance of the situation led him to make a poor decision.
Superstition.
A belief or practice that is not based on science or reason and that is often connected with a religion.
Examples:
superstition in religion. Believe in superstition. There is a surviving superstition that black cats are a symbol of bad luck.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence, a feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
creative intuition. Intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Bound.
To move forward by leaps and bounds, to form the boundary of something.
Examples:
bounded with delight. Bound up a staircase. Canada bounds on the United States.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Parallel.
Being everywhere equidistant and not intersecting, of or relating to the simultaneous performance of multiple operations.
Examples:
a parallel case. Parallel processing. He walked a road parallel to the railroad.
Oblige.
To force or require someone to do something through legal, social, or moral obligations. To voluntarily do something to help or please someone. To be indebted or grateful to someone.
Examples:
oblige him to reject. Oblige a request. As a citizen, we must oblige to the laws of the land.
Mythos.
The collection of beliefs, stories, and cultural narratives that define the values, traditions, and identity of a particular group, community, or society.
Examples:
rich mythos. Mythos of heroism. The mythos surrounding the famous artist's life has been the subject of many books and movies.
Showcase.
A display or exhibition of something, typically as a way of promoting it.
Examples:
museum showcase, showcase of innovation. The museum's new exhibition is a showcase of contemporary art.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
encounter a crisis, encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Non-human.
Not human, belonging to or characteristic of animals or things rather than people.
Examples:
non-human species, non-human intelligence. The experiment was conducted on non-human primates.
Angel.
A spiritual being believed to be a messenger of God or a guardian of human beings, a person who is kind, helpful, or generous.
Examples:
angel in heaven, fallen angel. She believed a guardian angel was watching over her and keeping her safe.
Horror.
Intense fear or disgust, especially at something shocking or terrifying.
Examples:
horror movie, horror-struck look. The stories of war crimes filled her with horror.
Monster.
An imaginary creature that is large and has various human and animal parts, someone or something large and powerful.
Examples:
horde of monsters, monster film. This car has a monster engine.
Graveyard.
A cemetery, especially one in a churchyard.
Examples:
graveyard of life, bodies in a graveyard. The ancestral graveyard was peaceful, with rows of headstones and tall trees.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
electrify the audience, electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
astonishing achievement, make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
a prodigious vision, telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Practical.
Of or connected with actual use or real situation rather than with theory and ideas.
Examples:
Practical English. Gain practical experience. Her concept is highly practical and helpful.
Educated.
Having received a high standard of education.
Examples:
Educated adult. Educated speech. Excellent speech is a characteristic of an educated man.
Outcast.
Excluded or rejected from a society or a particular group. Noun, a person who is excluded or rejected from a society or a home.
Examples:
Discrimination against outcast people. Social outcast. He was an outcast from the neighboring village.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
A panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Victor.
One who wins a game, competition, election, war, etc.
Examples:
Victor country. The outright victor. The victor of the race was the favorite to win.
Arctic.
Of or relating to the region around the North Pole or the Arctic Ocean, very cold.
Examples:
Arctic ice. High Arctic. Cold temperatures and long, dark winters characterize the Arctic climate.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Flare.
To burn brightly with a sudden, intense burst of flame or light. Noun, a sudden and brief burst of bright flame or light, a sudden and intense burst of radiation from the sun's surface.
Examples:
Flare up into a major crisis. The flare of a match. The sun flared and caused a sudden brightening in the sky.
Fling.
To throw or push something or someone with force or recklessness, especially because you are angry.
Examples:
Fling a stream of abuse. Fling a door open forcefully. He was provoked to fling the draft on the floor.
Utopia.
An ideal and perfect society in which all social and political problems have been solved, and all members live in harmony and prosperity.
Examples:
Perfect utopia. A utopia for an engineer. The concept of utopia is often viewed as an impossible or unrealistic goal, as it goes beyond what is currently possible.
Dystopia.
An imaginary place where everything is extremely bad because of deprivation or oppression or terror, or a work of fiction describing those place.
Examples:
A crumbling dystopia. The escape from dystopia. The loss of industry turned working-class neighborhoods into dystopias.
Substrate.
A substance or layer from which an organism grows and lives, and by which an organism is supported. A substance on which an enzyme or ferment act.
Examples:
A silicon substrate. Substrate cell. Computational simulations help determine which substrate molecule is susceptible to change by specific enzymes.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
Odds in favor. Odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Optimist.
A person who tends to expect the best in all things and to be hopeful and confident about the future.
Examples:
Optimist by nature. Excessive optimist. She is a confident optimist who always looks on the bright side.
Glass half full.
Having an optimistic outlook on life, seeing the good in situations rather than dwelling on the negatives.
Examples:
Glass half full kind of person. A glass half full approach. Her glass half full attitude always brightens up the room.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Scrap.
A small piece or amount of something, especially leftover from a larger whole.
Examples:
Scrap metal. A broken piece of scrap. She made a collage from scraps of paper and fabric from the art supply store.
Overheat.
To become too hot, or to cause something to become too hot.
Examples:
Overheat while charging. Starts to overheat. The car engine overheated and had to be repaired.
Ruin.
To damage, spoil, or demolish something, noun, an unrecoverable state of devastation and destruction.
Examples:
ruin the plan, ruin the reputation. He knocked over the red wine and ruined the tablecloth.
Dull.
Not interesting or exciting, not bright, vivid, or shiny, not active, brisk, or sharp.
Examples:
a dull pain, dull sight. The trade is dull right now due to the collapse of the prominent investment bank.
Don.
A Spanish gentleman, a university lecturer, especially a senior member of a college at Oxford or Cambridge.
Examples:
the Don of the University, Don Giovanni. He could never go against what Don Carlos said.
Memoir.
A historical account or biography written from the writer's knowledge of famous people, places, or events.
Examples:
family memoir, publish a memoir. He wrote his memoirs while awaiting trial.
Bastardize.
To alter, modify, or degrade something in a way that undermines or violates its original integrity or quality, to create a less authentic or less desirable version of something.
Examples:
bastardize a recipe, bastardize culture. We do not want to bastardize the text's original meaning through poor translations.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Life form.
A living organism, especially one that has a distinct shape, structure, or behavior.
Examples:
life form discovery. Eminent life form. Scientists are searching for signs of life form on other planets.